And I was like, no. And she's like, what's the matter? And for the first time in 20 years of knowing her, I actually communicated an emotion. I swear to God. She goes, what's the matter? And I go, I'm sad. Exactly. That's fucking hilarious coming out of a man's mouth. It's just funny. Yeah. She didn't know what the fuck to do. Right? Men aren't allowed to be sad. We're allowed to be one of two things. We're allowed to be mad or fine. That's it. Right? Those are normal behaviors of a man. You can be mad like, Jesus Christ, who put this here? How many fucking times do I gotta say to keep this goddamn area clean? Jesus Christ, somebody's gonna fall and break their fucking neck. I'm so tired. I said it once, I said it 100 fucking times. Right? And then what does your wife just fucking rolls her eyes? Just send him out in the yard, let him walk it off. Throw him a beer out there, he'll be fine, right? Yeah, he'll be good, right? You're allowed to be that or fine. How you doing, Bill? I'm fine. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I said it was fine. Why the fuck would I say it's fine? Fine. Then you're just right back over there. And your whole fucking life is that. And what's weird about a guy is we feel all the other emotions, right? Melancholy, being sentimental, enjoying a sunset, all of that type of shit. But all this in here is just called gay, right? It's just a giant bag of gay. You swing it over your shoulder and you just fucking throw that in the woods. That's it. You do that for half a century, one day you grab your fucking chest and you go down and then that's it. It's a fucking wrap. Yeah. So I'm an old dad. I gotta be here for my kids, so I gotta start figuring myself out here. So, yeah, I just told her. I was like, fuck it. I just said I'm sad. And she just went, oh. She's like, was it something I did? Did I do something? I said, no, you and me are great. You and me are great. This is some shit from a long time ago, that I just been thinking it's been coming up and all of that. It's just been really bothering me. And she goes, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry. And then she just walked out of the room. And I couldn't even get mad at her. I was just envious, right? I was like, I didn't know you could fucking do that. All these years of listening to you dump your day on me, having to actively listen. Mandy said that to you? No, she didn't. Oh my goodness. So what did you say? Oh, you said that? No, you were totally within your right to say that. And I feel proud to be with you knowing that you stuck up for yourself in that fucking moment. Jesus Christ. Right? Yes, I didn't realize that I could just be like, oh, that's between you and Mandy? All right, take it easy. Good luck with that shit. I'm gonna go watch some hockey. That is some you and Mandy shit. Let me know how that works out, or don't. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. That's the thing. So that's like been an adjustment in the relationship now that I'm starting to feel feelings. Because it's not about the guy at all, right? Like all of these fucking holidays. My favorite time of the year is March and April. You know what I mean? It's just 61 glorious days. No fucking holiday where the man has to make some sort of financial gesture to the woman in his life. You know what I mean? Like Valentine's Day, it just sneaks up on you every year. It's like, I just fucking got you something. I just paid the bill in January, and then here we fucking go again. When are you gonna feel loved, right? Jesus fucking Christ, here you go. It's something shiny. Are you happy? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're happy. Don't mind me. I'm just over here in a walking depression, but as long as you're happy, I'm happy. Don't mind me. Hey, look at me. I'm over here. I'm learning how to make a crepe. Yeah, I'm learning how to make a crepe. Wow, Bill, you have so many interests. No, just sad. Just sad, Just trying to quiet the voices so I don't put rocks in my pocket and step in the pool, okay? Who wants a crepe? Yeah, there are a lot of sad men I realize that now that I know how fucked up I am. You can always, it's like I can see through the matrix. There's so many sad guys, they don't even know they're sad. Yeah, ladies, you're married. You're probably married to a sad guy right now. That's what the fucking garage is for. That's what the garage is for. You tease him to your friends. He's always out there working on that project. He's never gonna finish. Yeah, because he can't see the measurement through the tears, right? I'll give you another classic fucking sad guy. That cool uncle you got, you know, the one who never got married, right? The one with the motorcycle. And you're looking at him, wow, he's so cool. He rides a motorcycle. He's not afraid to die. Yeah, because he died years ago. When whatever happened to him, happened to him. He comes over for the holidays. How long does he last seeing a loving family? He can't fucking handle it. He wants it. He doesn't know how to get it. Gotta hit the trail. And he rides away. And you're like, wow, he's so cool. That's because you can't see the tears streaking down his face, conditioning his ponytail. As he rides off to fuck some sleeve-tattooed, traumatized woman. Is this too sad for even Seattle? All right. All right, well, I will give you the #1 place to see sad men, Guitar Center. Oh my God. One of the saddest places on earth. Failed, struggling musicians behind the counter. A bunch of men in loveless marriages or divorced just walking around, looking at the guitars. Is that a custom color? Is it? Maybe if I add that to my collection, it'll fill up whatever this void is in the center of my chest. I don't know. I don't have any fucking solutions, but... Yeah. Anyway, what's funny, so my home life is great. I'm getting along great with my wife. I'm getting along, you know, kids are awesome. Everything's great at home. You know, the balance of life. If that's going to be good, something has to be, like, fucked up, you know, to fix it. It sucks, you know? Like, my home life is great, but what sucks is the people that raised me. It's not a good situation now, you know, aunts and uncles, everybody getting older, people dying, people getting diseases, you know? Like, recently, somebody I know got diagnosed, you know, with dementia, which is, you know, it sucks, but there's nothing you can do, you know? What do you do when somebody has dementia? What can you really do? You just be nice to them, right? They repeat a story. You just act like it's the first time they said it. You know what I mean? You don't sit there looking around the room like they're fucking doing this again. Jesus Christ. What is this, Groundhog Day? You think he's going to change the ending? I mean, good Lord. I don't give a fuck. He's not going to remember me saying this, right? No, you don't do that. You just act like it's the first time they said it. They repeat a question. You just act like it's the first time they asked it. You are nice to people with dementia unless they're the President of the United States, at which point, you can go off. Look at you guys. People applauding that somebody has dementia. How fucked up is that? Not 30 seconds ago when I said someone in my family got diagnosed, you guys were all, you could hear a pin drop. And you had empathy, like, oh no, maybe you know somebody that has it or whatever. Oh my God, it's terrible, I know what you're going through. Second you put a blue or a red tie on it, fuck that old man! Fuck him! I'm glad he's gonna die! Yeah, still applauding. It's fucking, what is wrong with us? We're fucking out of our minds. People aren't gonna take the vaccine, but they'll take Ozempic, right? Well, Ozempic's my choice. No, it wasn't. They poisoned the food supply and you fucking ballooned up and now you're jamming that in and then they're gonna wheel you in. It's not. You're a money-making vehicle. Anyway, if Joe Biden, here's the funny thing, if Joe Biden wasn't a politician, if he wasn't famous, if he was just some random old guy sitting by himself in a diner, repeating himself, there's nobody with him. You would have empathy for him, going like, oh my God, is there anybody with that guy? Oh, I mean, that is really dangerous. Who's gonna help him out? How's he gonna know he already had pie? He could eat himself to death, right? Second he's a Democrat or a Republican, you're just like, fuck you, old man, you're losing your mind. You're going crazy. You already said that. You already said that. You already said that. I love that shit. It's what makes human beings hilarious. I'm one of the biggest hypocrites you're ever gonna fucking meet in your life. And I love hypocrites. I love weird rules. Like, one of my favorite things about the West Coast is on the 5 freeway, you have that commuter lane. You know, you gotta have 2 people in it, called the HOV lane, the high occupancy vehicle lane, whatever the fuck it's called, right? Yeah, I just love the respect that it gets. For the most part, 99% of people will not go in that fucking lane unless they have 2 people. We just sit in the other 6 lanes, dead stop, hating life. Why did I move out here? This fucking sucks. I can see my house. I can see it. I could walk from here. And there's this wide open lane to freedom. Nobody goes in it. They're like, oh, I can't go in that, you know? Don't have enough occupancies in my vehicle, right? Here's the thing. I could take a chance, right? I could go in there by myself, okay? But if there's a cop there, I'm gonna get pulled over. I'm gonna get yelled at. I get a ticket and my insurance goes up. I am not allowed to do that. However, I can still join the Klan. I can join the Ku Klux Klan and not get in trouble, right? I don't get yelled at. I don't get a ticket. No insurance goes up. I could drive down the highway in my Klan outfit as long as I had the mud flap up. All right, it could say Grand Dragon on the front of the sheet. I could have a white power bumper sticker. I could have a Hitler bobblehead right on the dashboard, just sitting there fucking going like that. I would not get pulled over unless I went into the HOV lane, right? Yeah, and then I wouldn't get pulled over because I joined a terrorist organization. I would get pulled over because I didn't have another terrorist with me. That's what the problem would be. Yeah. Yeah, the cop would be coming up like, well, aren't we in a hurry to get to the cross burning this evening, huh? Who the hell do you think you are, buddy? I'll tell you right now, you better have a black guy in the trunk or you, sir, are in a lot of trouble. Now get your license out. You know what's funny is I don't think anybody joins the Klan anymore, you know? That's like your great-great-great-grandfather's hate group, you know? I don't like blacks or Jews or fucking queers. I feel like they're still on horses, you know? Just a bunch of old, ugly white guys just riding around. Hey, God made me in his image, and Jesus looks like me, he fucking kick that. You know what's hilarious about Jesus? You know what I learned about this guy? In North America, he's white. He's like almost as white as I am. But the closer you get to the equator, the more he starts looking like Lenny Kravitz. Have you noticed that? Anyway, yeah, nobody joins the Klan anymore, you know? As a white person, you don't want to join the Klan, right? You want to join a younger, hipper, white nationalist group, right? Like the neo-Nazis or the Proud Boys, you know, with their little fades, you know, and their little okey-doke thing, they stick their pee-pees through or whatever the secret handshake is. I don't know, I don't pretend to know these things. Or maybe you just want to be that random, get off my lawn, racist white dude. You know that guy? The patriotic guy? You know that guy? He dresses every weekend like it's the 4th of July. Everything he has the American flag on it. You know, there's a bald eagle on the shirt, the Declaration of Independence down this sleeve, Thomas Jefferson's nuts, Mount Rushmore right back here, God's, freedom ain't free, you don't like it, go fuck yourself, and all that. Then you got the giant pickup truck with the huge American flag hanging off the back. That's my favorite. The giant American flag off the back, like we don't know what country we're in.
It was 4:18 a.m. when she finally answered her phone. I'd been calling since midnight. 14 calls that went straight to voicemail or rang endlessly into nothing. 14 attempts to reach my wife to know she was safe, to understand where she was. 14 times I'd been ignored like my concern didn't matter. When she finally picked up on call 15, her voice was casual, almost annoyed. What? I'm fine. Stop calling. No apology, no explanation, just irritation that I dared to worry. I should have felt relief hearing her voice. Instead, I felt something colder settle in my chest. Where are you? I asked, keeping my tone neutral. She sighed like I'd asked the most exhausting question imaginable. Out. I told you I was going out. Why are you being like this? I hadn't slept. I'd spent 4 hours calling, texting, imagining worst-case scenarios, car accidents, hospitals, something terrible that would explain the silence. But her voice held no emergency, no crisis, just the sound of someone who'd been having too good a time to bother responding to her husband. You told me you'd be home by midnight, I said quietly. It's 4:18 a.m. She laughed, actually laughed. Oh my God, you're really keeping track of time. I'm an adult. I don't need a curfew. The laugh did something to me. It wasn't just dismissive. It was mocking. Like my concern was a joke. Like 4 hours of ignored calls was funny. Are you coming home? I asked, already knowing I didn't want the answer. Eventually, she said, and I could hear music and voices in the background. When I'm ready, stop being so clingy. Then she hung up. Didn't say goodbye. Didn't say she loved me. Just hung up and went back to whatever was more important than the husband who'd spent 4 hours terrified something had happened to her. I sat there in the dark, phone still in my hand, feeling the last thread of whatever was holding us together snap clean. It was 4:19 a.m. I looked at my recent calls, 15 attempts to reach her. Then I scrolled further back. This wasn't the first time. 3 nights ago, 9 unanswered calls. Last week, 12. The week before, 7. A pattern I'd been ignoring, telling myself it was just her having fun, being young, enjoying life. But at 4:19 a.m., after being called clingy for caring if my wife was alive, I stopped lying to myself. I opened my contacts and found my lawyer's cell number. He'd given it to me 6 months ago after I'd mentioned marital problems during a casual conversation. If you ever need to talk day or night, call me. I mean that. I'd never called until 4:20 a.m. He answered on the third ring, voice thick with sleep. This is Tom. I took a breath. Tom, it's me. I need to file for divorce today. As soon as your office opens. There was a pause. I heard him sitting up, sheets rustling. Are you sure? It's 4:20 in the morning. These decisions made at this hour sometimes feel different in daylight. I looked at my call log again. 15 attempts. I'm sure, I said. I've been sure for weeks. I was just waiting for something to make it undeniable. She finally answered my 15th call at 4:18 a.m. and called me clingy for worrying. That's undeniable enough. Tom was quiet for a moment. Okay, I'll draft emergency papers. Can you come to my office at 9? I'll be there at 8, I said. We talked for 12 minutes. He took notes, asked questions, confirmed details. By 4:32 a.m., I had an appointment and a plan. I hung up and sat in the silence of our bedroom, feeling strangely calm. No more waiting, no more wondering, no more being called clingy for basic human concern. At 8 a.m., I was in Tom's office signing papers. He'd worked fast, pulling together a petition for dissolution that covered everything we discussed. Once you sign this, I file it today. She'll be served within 48 hours. Are you ready? I signed without hesitation. My signature looked steady on the page, nothing like the shaking hands I'd had at 4:18 a.m. when I'd called her for the 15th time. She came home at 11:37 a.m., walking in like nothing had happened. I was sitting at the kitchen table with coffee, paperwork spread in front of me. She glanced at me barely. Morning, she said, heading for the bedroom. I didn't respond. She stopped, turned back. Are you seriously still mad about last night? You need to get over this jealousy thing. I looked up at her. I'm not jealous. I'm done. She rolled her eyes. Oh, here we go. Another dramatic speech about how I don't respect you. I slid a paper across the table. Not a speech, a petition for divorce. I filed it 3 hours ago. You'll be officially served tomorrow, but I thought you'd want to know. The color drained from her face. What? She grabbed the paper, scanned it, looked at me with something between shock and disbelief. This is real? You actually filed for divorce. I nodded. At 9:03 a.m., it's timestamped right there at the bottom. She sank into a chair, paper trembling in her hands. Because I came home late. Because I didn't answer your calls. I kept my voice level. Because you ignored 15 calls from your husband over 4 hours and then called me clingy when you finally answered. Because this is the 4th time this month you've done this. Because when I told you I was worried, you laughed. I didn't mean it like that, she stammered. I was just having fun. I didn't think you'd actually. I interrupted her. That's the problem. You didn't think. You didn't think about how I'd feel. You didn't think I'd eventually get tired of being treated like my feelings don't matter. You didn't think there'd be consequences. She started crying. This is insane. You can't divorce me because of one night. I pulled out my phone, opened my call log, and showed her. Not one night. Here's last Tuesday. 9 unanswered calls. Here's last Thursday. 12. Here's Saturday. 7. Should I keep going? She stared at the screen, her confident facade crumbling. I didn't realize, she whispered. You didn't want to realize, I said quietly. Because if you'd paid attention, you would have had to change. And you didn't want to change. You wanted to do what you wanted when you wanted. And have me just accept it. I'm done accepting it. She reached across the table for my hand. I pulled back. Please, I'll answer every call. I'll come home earlier. I'll do whatever you want. I shook my head. I don't want you to answer, because you're scared I'll leave. I wanted you to answer because you cared if I was worried. That ship has sailed. When? She asked, voice breaking. When did you stop caring? I thought about it. Probably around call number 8 last night. By call 12, I'd made peace with it. By call 15, when you called me clingy, I'd already decided. I called my lawyer at 4 a.m., 18 minutes before you bothered to answer. The realization hit her. You'd already decided even before you talked to me? I nodded. The fact that you took 4 hours to answer told me everything I needed to know. The call itself just confirmed it. She put her head in her hands, sobbing. I can't believe you're throwing away our marriage over phone calls. I'm not throwing it away, I said, standing up. You did. Every time you ignored me. Every time you made me feel crazy for caring. Every time you chose whatever you were doing over basic communication, you threw it away piece by piece. I'm just acknowledging it's already gone. I walked to our bedroom and started packing. She followed, pleading, promising, bargaining. I packed methodically, ignoring the noise. By 2 p.m., I was moved into a hotel. By 5 p.m., she'd called me 43 times. I didn't answer any of them. At 7 p.m., she texted, Now you know how it feels. I replied once. No, I answered on call 15. You're on 43. There's a difference. The divorce was finalized 74 days later. She contested it initially, claiming I was being rash. That one incident wasn't grounds for divorce. My lawyer presented the phone records. Months of ignored calls. The pattern was undeniable. The judge granted the divorce, without hesitation. At 4:18 a.m., my wife finally answered her phone after ignoring me for 4 hours and called me clingy. At 4 a.m., 18 minutes before she answered, I'd already called my lawyer and filed for divorce. She thought she had all the time in the world to treat me however she wanted. She was 18 minutes too late to learn she was wrong. Sometimes the most important calls aren't the ones they finally answer. They're the ones you make when you stop waiting for them to care.